Hello guys, how you guys doing? It's No But the Lust here, and I'm back here again with a Moo Raid guide video. Okay guys, first of all, let's begin with just a summary of the first phase, I guess. So in first phase, goal is to stay inside the boss before it berserk. And as you can see on the top right side, there's something that indicates who's going to be in berserk. So red goes into Poros, and yellow goes into Brim, and green will go into the Sam Symmetra? What's Samiri? Well, the Fire Kitty. And the reason is, um, once you enter each boss, you gain their element. If you go out to the middle, you can transfer that energy to the next monster, so it's in clockwise. This is to reduce the berserk gauge. Once the berserk gauge is 100%, then it's going to reduce the raid time by 1 minute. So it's actually important to keep that berserk gauge lower. Okay, let's talk about each boss's berserk gimmick. The first one, Fire Kitty. This one's very simple. You need to just go around the map and collect all these little fire orbs. Once you have this kitty's paw on you, you are going to get stunned by him. If you get stunned, one of your party member needs to be on top of you. And once you collect all 50 orbs, then the gimmick is pretty much over. You just need to go behind the pillar. Oh, and the tip about this hiding in the pillar is you look at the pillar and then there's a black shadow. You go behind that black shadow and you're safe. And use a wide mode, because as you can see, I just couldn't see myself. Like, I didn't know that I wasn't behind the pillar. Oh, and even if you defeat these boss monsters, if you give them 2 minutes, they'll revive. Next we have a Diane. Diane's gimmick is also simple, same as guide raid mode. You just need to go around and find this safe spot and dodge the lightning. Yeah, and then it's just basically waiting for the berserk gimmick. When the berserk happens, she summons all these little minions, and you can see like thunder mark on you. You just need to jump on these little minions and you will gain their thunder. Get the same amount as the mark that's on you and just rush into her. Each player will gain these circles around them. Go to the corner and then you'll see these little minions spinning around. You just need to jump out from that, and you can also see the big circle around the map that will eventually, yeah, do the same thing. Little minions will spin around and then shrinks. Next we have a Brim. Brim is about controlling your oxygen level, and if you see red mark, then get away from your teammate, because eventually it will drop something from the ground like the spears, and yes, it's going to make an explosion. So find a safe spot and just look after your oxygen level until it berserk. And when the berserk happens, everyone will become this little minion. If you are targeted by lead light, then you either go behind these stones to avoid it, or you time it right and then use your skills to roll over and dodge it. And for those other people who are not targeted, needs to go around the map and pick up the weapon and throw at Brim. Again, it's much easier if you are using the wide mode, because you can see like what the hell is going on the map. I can't even see where the Brim is, so I actually had to go near him to actually try to see where he is. And if you see your party member who got stunned, you can actually go to them, press pick up, yeah, you can rescue them. Next we have a Cladis. Same as usual guys, stay away from the black zone. Don't get hit by his slash. And if you are targeted like this, like if you have this line across you, try to stay in the middle of the map, because later on you can see the other half will be the safe zone for you to stay. And if you get hit by him, there will be a tier mark on the map that's linked to you. You gotta go and collect that one before he does any slash. For his Berserk gimmick, it's easy if you follow this rule. Also, P1 and P2 collects light orb, and P3, P4 collects black orb. When this light and black touches each other, it's going to explode, and you are actually trying to get those one to him. And while this is happening, he will do slash attack. So it's actually easy. You pick it up and then get away from him, wait for him to do slash, then you jump onto him. You gotta link with your other party member that has an opposite color. You can't just collect the black one and then stay on there. Okay, now let's see Poros. Poros has a little different gimmick than the normal ones. His first Berserk gimmick, there will be 3 dice summoned on the map. Each player needs to stand on top of that to enter the dice. So 3 people go in and 1 person stay outside and try to do counter when he tries to break those dice. And for those people who are inside the dice, if you look at the top middle, you can see the number. There's like 21, 19, and 23. Okay, so for this gimmick, there's a cheat. Say if you got 19, don't put number 2 at all. Just put everything else, like 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for 21, put everything. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if it's 23, then you put extra 2. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When he does that first dome, second dome, third dome, you pretty much need to find the safe spot. If you see yourself become invisible, then yes, you are on the safe spot. And to avoid this gimmick, you see each players are targeted. So everyone needs to go to corner, make that attack fail, then you go into middle and look away from him. Just stand there until the gimmick's over. End of frost, stay near him, and break the ice, then stay away from the red zone that's expanding. And guys, he actually has a second Berserk gimmick. This is an additional game that he's added. So you go to 12 o'clock and the game begins. So basically, I try to explain by this picture. He will stay in the middle and he will have a number on him. And these dices around the map has number on it. You need to match the number and make it 7. So let's say there's Phobos has 5 and then there's 2 on there. You go there, then you also see him going like, oh, this is a Mirage or something. Then you attack him, push him away from that dice. Then you stay there, and then after avoiding the first one, you need to find the other one that matched number, and you run around. But okay, so forget all this thing. Just remember to avoid the first one and then run around. Yes, that's how you dodge it. Honestly, I never seen this gimmick. Whenever he does this first gimmick, the first Berserk, the dice gimmick, he dies. So yeah, I never get to see this gimmick. So I guess you guys can just search on YouTube about his dice game or something. Okay, moving on to phase 2. I will start with 2 named monsters. The first one, the little boy. Let's just skip to the 2 Berserk pattern that he has. So the first one, there will be arrow on the map. One of the player needs to be on top of the block with the arrow, and then it will reveal the safe spot, and each player needs to be on that spot to clear 1 arrow, and you need to repeat these until everything is gone from the map. Then for his other gimmick, first stay on the light tile, and you can see your energy is charging up. Then you run into the black tile and make it turn over to light. If you see the tile with the arrow on it, make surrounding ones all light, and then eventually it will disappear. You have to make pretty much everything. Well, you don't actually have to make everything, just make the tiles more than the black one. Then we move over to the little girl. So little girl just need to make light tile into dark. Okay, so the first Berserk gimmick that she has, focus on me, like see where I'm standing, and then you see 2 tiles are going to change color. If those tiles, eventually those tiles become active, and I need to move over to the other tiles that's not active and pretty much turn it over again. But if those tiles actually hit the tile that has already changed, then the gimmick fails. So the person with the purple, you can see the satyr is running around the map, and she can turn the tile into purple, like disappear actually. And also you can see on the map there's like a white glowing tile. You need to step on that to make it disappear. If it has one glowing orb on it, then one person needs to go in. If it's two, then two person needs to go in. You need to clear that off before the meteor drops on that tile. If it drops on the tile, then it just fails gimmick. And for second gimmick, which it's already started, but it's easy. Just turn everything into dark. So stay on the dark tile first, charge your energy, go around the map, change everything into dark, and if you see the white tile, clear that off. So the focus of the phase 2 is, of course, to clear off the Lopez, but for the other party, yes, you need to do those named monster, and the other party needs to go into the dungeon without the named monster, and those party can give buff to the other party. So the first buff will be 15% damage buff to the Lopez when harmony occurs, and second one is to summon named monster, and third one is to make the named monster weaker. If you don't match Sun and Moon, then the raid time will be reduced by 1 minute. Okay, let's look at phase 2 boss Lopez. His first phase, there's 2 Berserk gimmick that you need to know. But for his normal pattern, you see right now, 2 party member has a gray icon around them, and 2 party member has a purple icon around them. So you need to find the space with a matching color. So purple person needs to go to like purple zone, gray person needs to go to gray zone. And then if you look around the map, there's like a small orbs with the colors like purple or gray. Yeah, you need to collect with the same color. And for his first gimmick, you see there's a purple wide circle. So the goal is for everyone to actually stay inside this circle. And then there's little pieces drops on the ground with a color. So again, like you just need to pick them up with a matching color. And if you see in the map, there's like a black circle, and then there's a colored orb above it. Matching colored person needs to stand on top of that circle. Try to make the purple circle as big as possible and just stay inside the circle. Oh, and to dodge that pushing away, you can use like invulnerable skill to dodge that. For second gimmick, everyone will be sucked into a different dimension, and it will be divided in 2 groups. So 2 person, you can see like you are targeted by something, and eventually it's going to drop. And if you drop that onto the lantern, then the lantern color will change. When the lantern stops moving, then you can actually attack it to break. Like say like if I have 2 gray lantern, I have to have 2 purple lantern. It's easy if you let one person do, and then you look around the map, and if you see like uh, on the right hand side there's 3 purple lantern, and then there's 4 gray lantern. Don't make anything into different color, just wait till the lantern stops, then break 1 gray lantern to match the number. Phase 2 of Lopez is about running around and avoiding attacks. So as soon as the phase 2 starts, you can see like there's like a lantern and black circle. So you just wait until the lantern stops moving, and when it lights up, you quickly go and break the lantern. And you notice there's a black meteor drops and there's a orb remaining on the ground. You need to collect all those orbs, and it'll eventually make a shield for you. Like there's a round ball around the map. You attack it to gain a shield for a few seconds. Is to avoid some of his final gimmicks. And right at this moment, it's actually easy if all of the members gather up together and go around in like circle. But anyways, so it's time for you to use that the balls that you summoned. Eventually 2 of the member will be targeted by this explosion. Those people need to go to corner, and the remaining people, when they get knocked up, they need to use kick rebound to avoid the damage. Just keep hold on to it until the gimmick ends. When this happens, go around the map, collect all the black orbs, summon that invincible circles, and obtain that circle when it's almost about to end. You know that circle actually lasts quite long. So like I think it lasts about 5 seconds. So just get it before it's filled, and you'll be safe. Remember to break the lantern all the time, and when this black domain happens, get away from your teammate. Of course, the lantern will appear after the explosion, so break the lantern. And when this gimmick's almost about to end, quickly go obtain that invincible circle. Like I said before, it lasts quite long, so obtain before it's about to end. Not like me, cause yeah, look, I knew about it, but like I should just obtain it right away, not wait for it to actually end. There's no point for you to actually wait for the gimmick to end, like, you know, don't obtain it that last minute, well, that last second. After you defeat Lopez, then phase 3 starts. Now actually fighting Mu, but well, you gotta go through Terminus, I guess. Well, let's start with the Terminus. He has a few patterns. He has a few Berserk patterns and few patterns he does normally. So let's go through the normal patterns he does first. A blue circle appears on the map. It has 2 symbols, so 2 person needs to go in there. Then it will summon ice block, and you notice I'm actually targeted, so I actually need to go the other side. So like make Terminus not attack the pillar, but I screwed up. And this one just need to remember the patterns and just find the safe spot, avoid it 3 times. The other gimmick here, you see there's again blue circles with the small symbols. Yeah, same amount of the people needs to go in there, clear off one side and go to the other side. And this one, just time it right and jump to avoid. Before the gauge is filled, you go find a blue circle and stay in it. And for this chain gimmick, it's in party order, so player 1 goes to top left, player 2 goes to top right, and player 3 goes to bottom right, and player 4 goes to bottom left. Now for his Berserk gimmick, Lightning. This one is easy if you jump in party order. So player 1 jump to him first, and there's a lightning wave coming, so everyone needs to jump to avoid that. And if you notice, there is like a blue circle on the map. It's easier if you clear that off first, so everyone needs to go stay in that circle. And for Ice gimmick, Ice Ball is going to roll over from the either right or left side. It's easy if you actually don't bump into the ice block, like stay near it, so give it a little bit of distance. That's because if you touch the ice ball, you will get stunned. So you're just one step behind the ice ball. And wind pattern is the easiest really. You just do it in party order. P1, P2 left, P3, P4 right, and jump onto the tornado and clear them off. Fire pattern has a pattern. It will be always same. Watch the pattern on the video. Remember to clear off the bats first. At the start it will be left, then all the sides, then the middle, and then second one will be top, bottom, left and right, and then third one will be everyone in the middle, and then everyone just goes to separate way. It'll be easy if you know P1, P2, P3, P4 thing. Always remember P1, P2 left, P3, P4 right. For this rain pattern, if you get hit by rain, you'll get stunned. If you get stunned, use Remy to remove the stun, and just go to the side and find the safe spot. Stay in there, and one of the party member will be trapped inside the bowl, and you just need to go to the other side. Do this 4 times, and you're done. In phase 2, if you get hit by him, you will get trapped. You need to go near the trapped person to save them. Okay, finally, last boss, Moo. Moo also has phase 1 and 2, so let's go with the phase 1. And there are like few normal pattern you need to watch out, so let's go for that first. Hey, remember Karen's slash thing? Like, he slash and the attack goes through later. You just wait, and then when the safe zone happens, you just run into it. Yeah, always the first attack, like the first thing appear will disappear first, and the last thing appeared will disappear last. So you don't panic and just wait till there's an open space. Okay, so her first gimmick, you see there's 4 squares on the map, and if you stand on it, the weather will appear. And there's a little marbles around the map. You go there, pick it off, and you'll notice that's actually a weather as well. So you actually just deliver that weather into the correct square, and you finish this gimmick 3 times, and that's it. Then second gimmick, delivering the starlight to her, I guess. So everyone just stay together, and then you notice there's a tiles following you. So make one link to the starlight. So this one you're trying to make a pass to her. Make the tiles link to each other. Once you made to pass to her, one person needs to quickly grab one and then follow those paths, deliver it to her. And this gimmick is really buggy. At least one of your member needs to find the empty spot and keep going around and around until the gimmick's over. If you get hit by it 3 times, then you get stunned like that. But at least one of your party member make it, then it's fine. But in global server, we have a bug. Sometimes once you get frozen, you're frozen forever. Okay, moving on to phase 2 of the move. Second gimmick of move needs to be staying as a group actually. Like whenever the gimmick happens, you just stay as a group, and when it's about to end, then you go to the other side to avoid the attack. And when this gimmick happens, one person will be targeted. You can see the purple line on one of the person. That person needs to go to the opposite side. Then the other party member needs to go collect all those little crystals coming. Once you collect 3, then you run into her. Then you will notice that the number on the gauge will decrease. And the last person to bump into her will be trapped. And behind that person will be the safe zone. As soon as you see this pattern start, then you go from where you're standing to the other side and back and forth, just keep running around. And for this gimmick, the correct way is to find a person that's stoned. You attack that person and then make him not face her. But we ignore this thing and we all just go to the corner and just face away. And apparently that works. When the pattern is about to end, you just find those 4 safe spots. Like each person needs to go in there and that's it. For some reason I was in there and got hurt. I don't know why. And for this gimmick, if you stay inside the white circles, then your number will increase. And if you go to the black one, your number will decrease. You have to match the number to her number. So in this video, she's 8. So I'm going around there, make number 8. And once I made number 8, I stopped bothering with the gimmick because I already cleared it. And for this Halo end thingy, everyone just stay together and make these halos match together. Then these circles will locked in, and yeah, you just jump out from that circle. Okay, so now the last gimmick, memory seal. There is actually a cheat to do this gimmick, but okay, so easy way of understanding is that whether you go left and right or up and down, it will be always the box that's near you. That's easy way of understanding it. Otherwise, I'll put a link to this simulating game, then you can just practice it. And there's actually a cheat to do this thing. So like even if you fail to do it, if you manage to use invulnerable skill on the right time, then you can actually avoid it from getting stunned. And yes, that's how I actually dodged it, even though I failed my, the second one. Okay, this is a good example. So there are like 4 boxes there, and then I need to go to the red one. Guess what I pressed? Did you guess top? Then you are correct, because the red one is actually close to the top side. So if I press the left, then it would deliver me to the top left box. And if I press down, it will be bottom left, because that box is close to me. And that will be it, guys. Thank you guys for watching my video, and I hope you guys clear the raid. Well, although there's no event for it, I wanted to actually make this video before the event end, but this actually took me a while to finish this video. But yeah, hope this video helps, guys.